This is a topic I've never covered on here, but I'm just going to keep it real from the perspective of a 26-year-old male who's online a lot. And look, while I'm a fitness coach, if you've seen the videos on my channel before, you'll probably know I kind of just show anything and everything. And part of me was thinking, should I even speak on this topic? But the thing is, if it can open the eyes of even one person, then that's great. So why not? And I just want to keep it real. If you are a young man or anybody at all, you've probably seen the state of the whole toxic masculinity trend online these days, and it's pretty dire. And the reason I want to speak about it is because I think I can genuinely at least provide a decent opinion, and it is an opinion which I would like to believe is right. But yeah, man, it's dangerous. It really is. I've seen some good lads before who you can kind of tell are not meant to be assholes, but they probably subconsciously start using, you know, disrespectful language towards women, for example, which is just crude. And unfortunately, it's largely because of this narrative that's being pushed online about how men should treat women, how they should behave in general, how they should speak to women, how they should be ultra alphas, all that kind of thing. The problem is that a large percentage of the men on these platforms consuming that content are very young, very impressionable, and even if they've been raised well, they tend to maybe, again, subconsciously succumb to this degenerate way of thinking. The things I'd be referring to here would be constantly calling women the S word, feeling the need to be very controlling in a relationship, like can't do this, can't do that, can't go on a girls' night, something as stupid as that. Like, there's a big difference between having healthy boundaries and just being straight up insecure. And the idea that men should be allowed to cheat and women shouldn't. I saw this guy on TikTok yesterday. I completely thought he was rage baiting, but I went onto his profile and he's fully serious. He goes screaming into the screen as well, by the way. He goes, if your girl got cheated on in the past, something like that, that you need to double it, you need to do it twice as hard or else she'll get really bored and leave you. Something stupid like that. And bear in mind, he said much more outrageous shit on the video, constantly swearing. But I was just thinking, who hurt this guy for him to be that insecure? You know, but the thing is, it's sad because I'm not even that surprised when I see videos like that anymore. And these videos do very well. Like, the comments are flooded with guys who think the same way, overshadowing the odd woman who rightly has something to say. But there are just so many of these guys who have that mindset, and that's why I'm making this video, you know, because they're all brainwashed and they don't realize that they are losers and they will probably never find an actually good woman. Actually, another thing that just popped into my head is the whole body count thing. Like, some lads saying, for example, if she slept with 10 people, she's no good, I could never date her. Like, what are you actually on about? Or, I hate saying these words, but she's expired. I've heard that so many times. Like, that's the type of shit we're dealing with, right? And another reason, like, I just felt the need to make this video in some capacity. Then you've got the other alpha male stuff, which there are many things, but for an example, like, you should never go to therapy, you should be making this much a month by this age, you should have a sports car by 22, all that kind of thing, which is another video in itself. But I have only one thing to say about that. I've nearly been sucked into that stuff before, but we are all on our own time. Try not to compare way too much, because a lot of these lads aren't even doing as well as they portray online. It's largely an image. And if you have a personal mission that you are genuinely working towards, you're doing better already than most. And yeah, life is good. You'll be just fine. Be grateful for the fact you even have a roof over your head. But anyway, I think it's pretty clear what my opinion is towards everything I've mentioned. It's very toxic. It will suck away your personality and ability to develop a connection with someone or real love. It'll make you an insecure and jealous freak. It will probably attract all the wrong people into your life and get rid of the good ones. I could go on, but yeah, all of the above. I'm lucky I had an amazing mother to raise me, and I have a younger sister. I think those things kind of naturally help a little bit. I'm not perfect. I've had probably my issues with maybe lust in my 20s, nothing I'm at all concerned about. But yeah, I'm not sat here saying I'm absolutely perfect, but I know I'm polite and I'm respectful. And if you are a male watching this, you should trust the fact that even just those two traits alone is much more masculine than someone screaming into a screen hating on women, you know. And by the way, most of the people who watch my videos on here are lads in their 20s. So I just want to emphasize the fact that there is nothing cool about being insecure and looking through your girl's phone because you're so jealous and you're on edge the whole time. You probably shouldn't be in a relationship. Purposely cheating, being overly controlling in a relationship, just being a prick, none of that's cool. Oh yeah, and quick one on rejection. If you get rejected by a woman, that is absolutely fine. It happens to us all. It is normal. You take the L. You don't call her slurs. You don't say, oh, I didn't really like her anyway, completely pretending just for validation. Like, you should be happy with the fact that you tried anyway. you know? You just respect the fact that she's not interested and you move on. If you're secure in yourself, you will just have that mindset. So if you're a guy who deep down you kind of know you're always seeking validation, or you are maybe deeply insecure, you're quite jealous, it's good if you can admit that to yourself, and you should find joy in the fact that you get the opportunity to become better. Like, there is a lot of joy in that. The fact that you can admit that to yourself is a big win. Because one thing is for sure, you never want to end up like one of those lads that I've mentioned who never fixes themselves and then takes that out on women. You know, if I ever noticed that in one of my brothers or one of my friends, I would tell them straight up. And if I ever ended up like that, I'd expect to be told as well, you know? So yeah, man, I don't know, this video probably wasn't very organized, but I hope I got my point across. And even if this gets 100 views and changes 2 lads' ways of thinking, then that's a dub as far as I am concerned. Paris vlog next week. God bless.